Learn how to change your life in 10 easy steps. At some point, we feel like we need to change our lives. For example, having new goals, such as achieving the long-awaited financial freedom, discovering new air, and other issues that seem to bring extra breath. That's what we'll cover in this video. However, no change is easy. There's a big tendency to stay in our comfort zone. It's not unreasonable to have that name. But with an extra effort and a little discipline, the tables were turned. With that in mind, we decided to create this video. In it, we list 10 tips that will help you change your life and gain a new perspective. Stay with us and find out what they are. 1. Challenge yourself more. Leaving the comfort zone can be one of the biggest obstacles for those who want to change their lives. After all, there is always fear of the unknown and things that can go wrong. But facing new challenges is the first step to breaking that barrier. Always try to outdo yourself. Thus, in addition to achieving your goals, you gain new experiences that will serve as learning and personal evolution. 2. Don't look for shortcuts. Did you know that we always want to solve every problem as easily as possible? Does not work here. To truly change your life, you must experience all experiences in their entirety. This is an excellent way to absorb knowledge and promote personal growth. In this sense, there is no cake recipe. Follow the tracking path of your choice, but don't skip steps. 3. Leave perfectionism aside. You may have heard that nothing, or no one, is perfect, right? This sentence is very true. It is normal to make mistakes, we all make mistakes. However, you need to be willing to repair them and learn from them. Don't focus on the pursuit of perfection all the time, because this can lead to frustrations that hamper your development. Keep your identity, always looking for improvement, but without getting caught up in perfectionism. This is the ideal time to forget that saying that the good is the enemy of the great and prefer the great is the enemy of the good. It's okay to do things in your own time and with whatever effort you can put in at the moment. Tell me something you've been doing wrong in the comments. 4. Take back old dreams. Do you remember when you were a kid and you had a lot of plans and dreams, like getting rich? Some conditions imposed by the world can take you away from these desires, but it is never too late to return to these thoughts. Even with some changes in your life, you can always pursue what you planned to accomplish not so long ago. Put your ideas down on paper and see how you can implement them. Opportunities are always there. But you may not see them because you have a different point of view, or simply because you don't think it's right for you anymore. But if the will is still there, why not try? NSE, there is no cake recipe. Follow the tracking path of your choice, but don't skip steps. 5. Recognize your losses. Remember, the path to success is not just winning. Failure is normal, and what sets winners apart is their ability to not give up in the face of setbacks. That means you're likely to stumble a lot along the way, but it's important to keep trying. Set your goals, strategize, and be willing to change them if things don't go as planned. Don't think of giving up as an option. Sometimes, a simple change of plans is enough to get around the difficulties that arise. This way, you avoid the ostrich effect, which can make problems much bigger than they are. Is there anyone you believe will benefit from this video? Share it. 6. Don't try to please everyone. When you worry too much about others, you start to satisfy your own desires. That's when you start to live longer to meet people's expectations instead of acting on your desires and dreams. If these 2 points diverge, there will be internal conflict. It's natural to want to please the people you like. But try to make it not always superior to your goal. Finding a balance is always a good way to help you deal with both your needs against others' needs. 7. Eliminate the unnecessary. Whether personal or professional, it's important to remember what's most important to you. Organize your thoughts, identify your priorities, and eliminate the rest. As a result, you can dedicate your time and energy to things that are truly relevant to your life, making the change process you are looking for much easier. Not to mention that it helps not to accumulate too much, which can create a mess at home or at work. With an expense spreadsheet, you can reduce those costs that no longer make sense, are superfluous or add nothing to your life. This goes for the cable TV package that is not well used and that expensive cell phone plan. 8. Don't compare too much. One of the biggest reasons for frustration is the idea that the neighbor's grass is always greener. This kind of comparison can be very harmful to your mental health. By comparing yourself, you care more about others instead of focusing on what you already have. When we see other people laughing and looking happy, we imagine that their lives are perfect. But have you ever stopped to think that part of this could be an illusion? Everyone has problems, and just because someone seems to be doing better doesn't mean that, on the whole, but are they for real? 9. Always have an emergency reserve. The emergency, or unforeseen, reserve, as the name suggests, serves to save you in times of unforeseen. At these times, you need to resort to extra money and you don't want to get into debt with your overdraft or credit card. Set aside a portion of your earnings for this purpose and leave it in an account or investment that offers immediate liquidity. That allows you to withdraw or use the money at any time, no matter the day, avoiding financial problems. If you have a steady job, your emergency fund may be equivalent to 6 months of your living expenses. But if you work autonomously, the ideal is that this value rises to 12 months. So, if you spend $2,000 per month, it should be $12,000 or $24,000 respectively. With this, you can have a little more peace of mind in your personal finances, avoiding an even greater suffocation when the unforeseen arrives. Fixed income investments with daily liquidity are great options to protect your savings. They earn compound interest and can be redeemed at any time. So, no leaving the emergency reserve on the stock exchange, okay? This channel will talk about several interesting things related to how to better your life by making small gestures in your daily life. 10. Start investing. Usually, when we plan to change our lives, we think of something more short and medium term. However, you can also start thinking about your future and preparing for it. Having a good retirement is one of the goals that can be added to this list. The ideal is to start investing right now. There are a number of financial products on the market that will help you achieve your goals, making your money work. Just choose what is most consistent with your needs and willingness to take risks. Contrary to what many people think, the financial market is not just for those who are rich. With some studies and reliable information, you can already start investing, even if in a more conservative way. If you really want to change your life, you need to take a risk, get out of the place and take the first step. Start noticing all the good possibilities that are outside your comfort zone. After that, it becomes much easier to choose the paths to be followed and achieve the goals you are looking for so much.